friends, and welcome to another episode of Cemetery Seek. We are in the Leicestershire village today of Castle Donington. It has this very impressive church behind me called St Edward's, but there is also a cemetery and a church ruin. So we're going to venture all three today on this beautiful spring day. Didn't take too long to get here, just 40 minutes on the Skylink, so come with me now. There's not much to see at this one, but there is at the others, so we'll combine them all today. Let's go! Some tombs on the side here with very impressive legs. And hardly any coverage, so let's see who they are. The Bakewell family, it seems. Most of the graves are laid flat here, probably because of their age, so they don't fall. But we've got a lot of 1800s, but as you can see there's nothing actually standing up here. It does have some beautiful gates here, obviously closed, probably open tomorrow for Mothering Sunday, but just wants to point out the steeple because it is a needle steeple. It is very high up around here, so obviously the point of that is so everyone can find the church for miles around. At the end of the last video there were some kids running through and they're like, oh my god, don't look over there, it's open, and they were freaked out because this apparently is open. It's not open, it's just the top of one that's been slid together, so there's nothing to be scared of, kids. There's never anything to be scared of in cemeteries. Anyway, coming around the sides, there is a lot of things missing from this church, actually. Obviously I can't take you inside, but along the edges here there would have been some kind of statue in here, but no longer there, stolen, taken down, you decide. Oh, hello. Isn't that nice to have a chime? Very worn away door here as well. Extremely narrow windows. I think there's supposed to be a squint actually at this church, so I'll keep having a look around the sides. But this totally looks like it had words once upon a time. It's been eroded now. And very, very old lamp. Oh, still there. The bottom of it's rotted away, but it's still there. Beautiful window. Very wide. Quite a castle-like top. Very relevant for Castle Donington. So it is a 13th century church. Castle Donington is called Castle Donington because guess what? It had a castle. So the castle that once stood was demolished in 1595, so you won't see that anymore. But Castle Hill is nearby. One of the roads is called Castle Hill, so you'll probably see that if you walk. I think it's this direction over here, but that's where it once stood. So I think besides that, for the actual history of the place, we'll just have a look at some of these wonderful, still standing, very old gravestones that have just been gathered here. The rest of them are laid flat. We'll take a look at those as well. When people say to me that I'm disrespectful for walking on graves, these are laid flat, so obviously people aren't going to be walking on the grass. That makes it difficult, but how about this? So to go into the church, you have to walk over 2 old tombstones. So who's the disrespectful one here? So there's a lot of beautiful laid flat graves here. A lot of them are broken, but I imagine that's from lawnmowers. This one specifically, sadly. A lot of them are the Kirk family. I was a little baffled by... It's a nice arrangement of this. I guess I've tried to make it like a cross. But I don't know what this means. It just says ID on the corner of that one. Whether or not they weren't quite sure who the person was when they put them down. I believe these are the oldest ones for sure, because they have some Latin on. But here's my fave. Look at this old Scully. How cute's that? Beautiful colour. And just as I was looking up at the beautiful spire, look, I found the squint. Here we go. Right there in the corner. So I can't really give an example of its size. That's kind of the size of me. So there we go. Squints would be for people that would be ill or diseased or couldn't join mass, so they could watch it from afar through a tiny little window, sometimes called leper windows. And if it's of interest to anyone, there is a little garden of remembrance just over here. There were some people sat in there when I came in, so I didn't want to disturb them. But just in case anybody else is like, oh, I have people that I know or want to visit in Castle Donington, where's the memorial garden? There it is. So from here we're going to go to the cemetery and any interesting places along the way. It is a very historic village. There might be some quaint, cute little places. I'll see if I can find Castle Hill as well, if it is a big mound. But for the time being, onward to the cemetery. So we have made it to the neighbouring cemetery. I would say easily 10 minutes walk, just round the corner. It is still an active cemetery, so I'm going to be very cautious of filming in case people are here. It is a weekend. People may wish to visit loved ones. It's also a Mother's Day weekend, so, you know. I can tell this side definitely has the older area, but I do know from looking up there is a German prisoner of war section, so I'm going to see if I can find that. It might be here, so I'll just take a look just in case it is under this beautiful magnolia tree. Let's go through here. Whee! I think it is. Most likely. Let's just take a peek at the sign. Yes, there we go. So in case that's of interest to anyone, I will just hover here for a moment. So these prisoners of war were held in various camps in England, including at Donington Hall. Most of them were repatriated home after the armistice, but some succumbed to the Spanish flu, which spread across Europe. In 1918, 34 men were buried in the cemetery in Castle Donington, and their names are listed below. So there we go. So that was the main thing I came to see here. Everything else is a bonus. It's very mixed years here, definitely by the looks of the bases of the graves. They're very 1960s, 50s, but still mixed in with an 1800s couple of graves there. But there's a lovely little garden of rest here as well. It's not very restful because they're mowing lawns. You know, it's spring and summer now, isn't it? So everything has to be mown straight away. But look at this, pretty. Oh. As epic as this one is, the poor one behind it. I guess nobody was bothered about the wooden one, and it's just been left. I guess it's resting now. Oh, the wooden one that's just been left. I guess this might have replaced it. And up here is the more modern one, so I'm definitely not going to venture up there. There's a lot of people that are tending graves today, so I'll leave them to it, I think. I'm going to have a snack before I move on to the ruins. The church ruins, I believe, are on private land, so I will respect that, but you can see them from the path. So I'll tell us more about that when we get there. It's not very far from here, but I just came across it when I was looking on Google Maps, as you do. So let's go have a venture. Onwards to Hemmington Ruins. If in doubt, always look for the church lanes. Church lane is always a pointer of where things are going to be. I know there's a private road up here. I'm going to be careful of who's watching me, but I believe they're on the left, just up here. And here they are. There's a little gate. It says no trespassing. That's fine. I understand. Wow, look at that. So there's a good vantage point from across the road. But again, there's not much history. Hemmington Hall is next to it. If anybody that watches this knows much about the history of it, then please do fill me in. As you can see, the roof is gone, but it was the church that was here first before the other two that we went to, so we've kind of gone back in history. So it was a wonderful place to end it. The weather is the most perfect for it today, so I'm glad that I stumbled across it on the map accidentally. Beautiful Hemmington Hall. So the owners let me go in and have a look because I was looking very interested. I said that I was a history student, always gets you in. So enough of my face, let's look at the actual place. Wow. I'm only a mere ham, just wanting to look at history. But it looks beautiful at night. So the lovely gentleman's like, have a look as long as you like, just keep the gate closed when you leave. Pretty stunning. Look at this. Where the fireplace used to be, one side. Wow. I think it's nice it's on private land because then it gets looked after, doesn't it? Oh, just imagine when this was someone's house. Well, no. I guess it might have turned into a house with it behind the hall next to it, but... So I guess that's going to be an end to the vlog that I got in the ruins. I do have some luck, don't I? I really didn't think I would, and I was obeying the fact that there was a gate that I wasn't supposed to go in, but couldn't ask for a better day and ending. So for me, it is goodbye at Hemmington Hall in Castle Donington area. Bye for now, everyone.